I got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one.
No, you can't put that on there. Why? I mean, eat it. Listen to it.
Yeah, but it's fine.
This is the intro to the vlog.
Is it? It's fucking crunching his mouth. Fucking horrible. Oh, welcome back. We are back in Austin. This is where it all started actually. A couple of months or weeks ago. We got a nice Airbnb here. Gonna be staking out here for the coming 3-4 weeks. Get some work done. I'm sending Benjamin and one of our sales guys up to Colombia this week to attend another conference. I'm staying here because we have customers in the Austin area and I'm gonna meet up with them, see if I can convince them to actually pull the trigger on our software and stay with us. We're also shifting gears a little bit in terms of how we onboard customers, so we'll try to do more in-person onboarding. So I may have to jump on a plane and visit some of our customers this week to help them with their onboarding. But yeah, we're gonna try to just get as much done, enjoy the city, take full advantage of this nice house we have here. Traveling like we've done in the past week and being at the conference, like we haven't been able to get much work done. Of course, being at a trade show is doing work, but all the business as usual, emails flowing up, doing what we're doing here with the personal brand. I tried to catch back on some of that and also catch back on our workouts because that was lacking pretty much last week as well.
You look fatter.
I am fat already. You've seen it already. Where I go, this monitor goes. I'm gonna see if I have the... Did we throw away the ticket? Last time we unboxed it after the flight from Milano to the US. I unpacked the entire case and in the bottom, like underneath everything, there is a ticket that says TSA checked. So apparently they've gone through all my luggage and just, I guess look for bombs. Because, I mean, it do look pretty suspicious, this thing.
Tell me who that nigga if it ain't me. If it ain't a party, then it's gonna be. Never had a problem, not a
101. 101.
It must be official if I get involved. Quarter pound of fire burning daily. Harder to remember, getting harder to remember. I've been through enough to drive me crazy. I don't think my mama's
Coming back here to Terry Black's gives me a lot of mixed emotions. First time I was here was, 2 years ago now already? I was here with my back then co-founder for my last startup. I was in a very stressful part of my life. We were running out of funding for my startup and we pretty much exhausted all our options in the Scandinavia with investors there. And in a final attempt to raise more funds, we came over to Austin. We had a dialogue with a couple of investors here and we were attending an event here in Austin with a bunch of investors and other startups. And that was the first time I was here in Terry Black. So it brings back a lot of memories from that. Like I said, it was a very stressful time in my life. I'd exhausted most of my private funds. We're blowing the opportunities for most of the investors in Scandinavia. But it was a fantastic learning experience. And it was pretty much the first time I got a proper insight in how the American ecosystem worked. And I think overall that trip was an eye-opener. And now that I've been able to process what happened with that startup and now focusing solely on the US, I think it equipped me so much more for what's to come than if I hadn't had that experience. But now let's enjoy some food.
What are your thoughts?
Fluffy and juicy.
Sounds like how you like your women.
No, quite the opposite.
Benjamin?
We're casually just in Terry Black's, eating some food. He's fucking reading like a creep. I mean, to be reading a book about productivity in a barbecue spot is a next level of autism. So I respect it, but I'm gonna enjoy my food.
heading to an on-site visit with one of our potential customers. It's a pretty gloomy day here in Texas, but that doesn't stop us from being in a great mood. I've tried to secure this customer for a while, and I thought we almost had them, but then they changed CFO. And anyone who's done enterprise sales knows that that's a lot of problems. But I think we're gonna get them there anyway. And I'm excited. We don't do a lot of on-site meetings, and if you're building a digital product, you should try to avoid that as much as you can. I mean, the big benefit is that you're selling something online at scale, so you don't want to have bottlenecks like visiting customers. But we are at a very interesting sort of transition right now, where we have before almost only been able to go after SMBs, so small medium businesses, versus now we're gaining a lot of traction with enterprise customers, so a lot bigger accounts, more decision makers, and they want to have these on-site meetings. This this transition also puts some complexity on my role in terms of how we think about product and roadmap. I initially tried to think about more building new features that would allow us to secure more customers and be able to convince more companies to come on board. But now I have the possibility to instead focus on these enterprise customers, and they have much more requirements on, you know, safety, on integrations with specific systems that only gonna serve them and not necessarily any other customer. But if you look at my sales goals or what I want to achieve for this year, I could either onboard, you know, 50 more customers, or I could focus to just expand on these 1, 2, 3 enterprise customers, and we'll get the same sales figures. The downside with that is that we are exposing us a lot to these 1, 2, 3 customers. If we grow their accounts significantly and then we lose one of them, well, then we sort of put our company in jeopardy, because we lose a significant part of our revenue. Versus if we had 50 customers and we lose, you know, 1, 2, 3 of them, it wouldn't really make a difference. But yeah, sales mode on, and let's close this, guys. It's one. If you own the equipment, it's really feeding KPIs and maintenance and all that kind of stuff.
It's probably priority. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thanks.
Darling, 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 there's no need to worry. It's just a couple things. On my brain. If it's you another, there's no need to worry. 'Cause I can sleep between.
What do you think about this?
This is filthy. It's gonna add another 5 pounds to my belt.
So what do you think about our meeting? You sat down in a little meeting with the entire finance team of a big construction company. I mean, for me that is every day, but that must be a different experience for you.
It's weird seeing the separation between business mode and personal mode. It's vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
It's repeatable, it's safe. It was cool though, laying out the roadmap, what they need, what's realistic, what you can work on, kind of finding a middle ground.
Yeah.
It's promising.
Especially with big companies, you need to understand their data structure, and when you get their CFO, their chief financial officer in there, actually knows what they're doing and see how their data architecture looks like today, and then you need to on the spot be able to figure out, like, okay, how can we adapt into this? How can we help them migrate data from different platforms? How can we fit into their ecosystem? And you know, it's easy to tell them, this is how our platform works, align to that, which is what you can do with small, medium businesses. But when you come up to enterprise, you need to be adaptable. You need to figure out how you can fit into their ecosystem, not the other way around. Of course, there's a balance. You know, you gotta set your hard limits. You can't just do everything they say. But I like the challenge. I think it's pretty fun and figure out. And I think that sets apart really good enterprise software versus mediocre, is how you've set up your system so you actually can flexibly do that without ruining your product.
The key to a good, successful sales meeting, it's like eating thin noodles with chopsticks. You need to grip hard and lick them all off.
So it's a couple of days later. We've pretty much just been grinding it out from the house for a few days. I went to bed really early yesterday and woke up at 6 this morning. Felt like I had to reset my sleeping schedule because I've been slipping with my sleep a little bit for the past couple of days. And it feels great. We had a super productive day. Me and the boys just came back from a grocery run. And what we've done now is that we've all set our timers to 90 minutes and then we're gonna head to the gym. So doing a deep work session here, and I think we'll all come to consensus on this, that we can't do more things, but we need to do the things we're doing with more intention. Whether that is a deep work session, whether it's going to the gym, doing anything, when we do it fully hearted. So with that said, let's dive into it.
Some are just give a raw talent, others just little lost balance, while many still living off highs. I'm wondering how they stay grounded. I done lost friends and lost family, so when you don't see me, how can he? Too many still moving uncanny, and I already got my speech for the Grammys. Could have been a suit in the building.
Here we go, we're coming to the end of the work session. Feel very happy with myself. We're gonna head to the gym, me, Elliot, and Benjamin. I've completed 2 out of my 3 tasks, which is super nice. The third one I'm wrapping up right now. And this is one of the things that I'm not feeling ready to hand off to anyone else in the company yet, which is partly because I really enjoy and I like this. And number 2, I think this is super important, and right now I still think I'm the best person to do it, which is the product development. So in this case, we've had a new feature completed for our product from the mobile web app. And when it gets completed, the dev team sends it to me in a dev environment that I can go in and test. And what I do is I try to break it, see if there's any wrongs, see how it looks like. I take a bunch of screenshots, send it back over to my computer, and in here I spot out all the things that we need to fix. I give feedback. In this case, I found 8 different things. So once I mapped out all these feedbacks, taking some print screens, I go back into our boards. And this is how we run our development team. So all the things that our developers are working in started out as a user story that we then assign to them. So I've just created a new user story. I found those 8 different things. So we got 8 tasks in here, and I'm gonna send it back to my dev team. Anyway, wrapping this up, and we're heading to the gym. Right, we made it to Lift ATX. We're gonna do a push session today. Let's get into it.
See, I'm back on my. See, I'm back on my bullshit. Ayy, see, I'm back on my bullshit. Came a long way from school, bitch. We them niggas been banging and walking with full clips. Pocket filled with them blue strips. All I hang with the solid, can't fuck with no loose lips. If he rat, cut him loose quick. If a fuck nigga try, bet his ass make the news quick. Hit his ass with these blue tips. But these niggas won't.
Great.
Yes, solid points. I hope so too.
Wholesome.
Wow.
So we're about to prank Tim. We have a running joke about me always eating Frankfurter sausages, which I do, like a baby. But I bought 2 big packets, and we're just gonna... He's downstairs working. We're gonna place them under his pillows and just see what happens. Maybe you won't realise for a few weeks, but hopefully the smell will eventually make him look.
Let's go.
What's your message to Tim?
Fuck around and find out.
Via, via, vieni via di qui. Niente più ti lega a questi luoghi, neanche questi fiori azzurri. Via, via.
How's it going?
Good.
Give me the lowdown. What's going on?
2 laps, 4 fast, 1 snow. Doing rounds. And we're doing some pool training for the Ironman. Deep eddy pool. It's pretty cool. We got the sunset and all of it, so let's do it.
What's going down?
Oh, I'm getting into this whole swimming thing now. It took me a while. Did my first like underwater spins this time, so I'm getting in the tempo. Did a kilometer today. I'm not 10 weeks out prepared though, especially not given my inflamed knee.
10 weeks out from what?
From the Ironman in Rio. And the cameraman is more more interested about the apartment than the party going on than the actual Ironman, but we're still dedicated to this. And we're gonna follow through. Second day going up early. Up 6 in the morning, cold shower, work for 4 hours before these lazy bastards wake up. After plowing through all my meetings, I got my website launched, so you'll probably see that by this video comes out. Cooking on the community side as well, so things happening in the background. And now we had a nice swim, 1K, which means I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. Now we're gonna go have some fun, it's Friday.
Benjamin,
What's up?
give us a little outro for this segment before we go out.
That's it, boys. You wake up, you find your energy, you gotta summon that shit, bro. You gotta keep it inside. You gotta let it out! It's Friday, let's fucking go!